Page 215, Rainy Day Song. This is an example of a duet or two-part for violin and viola, two strings. Actually, it could be any concert-keyed instruments as long as one of them knows how to read alto clef, because the viola part is an alto clef. Our job is to be able to play that alto clef, and if you don't know it, now you got to transpose it. Okay, first let's do the violin part. Now 3/4 time, you think we're in either D major or B minor. I have a feeling it may be more of a B minor, but let's just play it because you'll hear the harmony, you'll know it. 1, 2. Kind of ends kind of weird. Let's see what the viola part sounds like, because that might not be the melody. That might be a harmony part or a counter melody or something. So let's play the viola part. Remember the middle line in the staff, that's middle C, or in this case is C sharp. So that is the next line up, so that's an E. So that didn't sound like a melody either. However, let's put them together. As far as what key this is in, it kind of sounds E minor to me. Yeah. But it's got two sharps. So you think two sharps in here, or it's in B minor. It doesn't sound B minor though. It sounds more like it's an E minor. Which means it's in a mode. It's not a major or minor, it's in a mode. I don't teach modes, but just know that you can have here, it's, well, it would be like a D Dorian mode. It's because you have the key signature for D, but it's an E, so it's the second one that's a Dorian. I'm not an expert in modes. Go ask somebody who knows. But what we want to do is play these parts together. And you're starting out E, E. They're both starting on E's, the same E. And which note plays which, or which hand plays which, whatever's convenient. There. Both in on that. Maybe it would sound better if string players played it, because it don't sound like much on a piano. You need more to it than that. But the idea that we're after here is to be able to play the viola part, read it, along with the piano or the violin part. So you're transposing one staff and not the other. Or you just learn the viola clef. It's really the easier way to do it. These marks, like in the first measure, the half notes, they have that little square bracket above them. Remember, those are signs for strings. That's an indication of a down bow. They're telling it, start with a down bow, and then generally each note would get a different down, up, down, up, down, down, up. The slurs mean the same bow. It's not a slur like in piano. It's a slur. It means the same bow. Down, up, down, up. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And that's what that's for. So like in measure 10, with a quarter of those, it's down, up, down, up. They're telling you how to bow it, what they're suggesting to bow. Not all music gives bowing indications. Sometimes the string player's got to work it out.